you touched upon environment, which is very interesting in this whole conversation, because a lot of brands, of course, are becoming more environmentally friendly, greener. And in general, people, I think, kind of almost just want to, for lack of a better explanation, consume a little less things. Do you think that we're going to have less products per category? People are going to be much more, because I was watching. Have you ever watched The Century of the Self? Oh my God, you're going to love it. It's this incredible documentary about the guy who created PR, public relations. He was Sigmund Freud's nephew.
Oh.
That
explains a lot.
Edward Bernays, and it's incredible.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
It's absolutely incredible, because he says that I wanted to create propaganda in peacetime, but the word was so polluted by the war that I named it public relations instead. Right. And he based a lot of it on Freud's discovery of the unconscious and subconscious and all that. It's actually fascinating. He talks about exactly what we spoke about, the emotional aspects, and how he single-handedly created desire for the customer, because before people used to buy based on need, and then all of a sudden they were buying based on desire, which they did not have before.
Of course.
Which is key, because it's not just something that you want. You didn't even know that you wanted it, and now you want it, and now you're buying it.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it almost feels like we're at a time where we're so full of everything that we've consumed that a lot of people are just saying, okay, wait a second, I only need one of this, one of that. I don't need because it's psychologically tiring to pick. And, it's not good for the environment, and so many other things that kind of, do you think that somehow gonna reflect on what the brands are gonna do?
I would hope so. I mean, it's from the, how do we really need 15 brands of toothpaste or 5 million candle brands? No. All the way up to when I buy the Gucci, Vuitton, Hermes thing, and I see them put it in the box with a tissue, the box, the ribbon, the bag, and I think, I kind of like that. I mean, it's kind of, who doesn't feel a little cool walking out with a big thing that signals, look, I just blew a bunch of money on this thing. But at the same time, I'm like, the bag and the box and the tissue, and then the dust bag and then the tissue that's in the thing, all going to the bin. All of it. All of it. So to me, I hope we go to a place where we don't need this many things, but let's be candid, the businesses say, if we position the toothpaste this way for this particular need that represents a market value of X, they're going to make it, unfortunately. It's capitalism. I'm not knocking it, but there's something about do we really, is it really a market need, or are we creating a market? And then back to our example of the little Vuitton bag all the way up to the steamer trunk, I don't want anybody excluded, but if inclusion comes at that price, and that price being the impact on the environment and the consumerism and waste and all that sort of stuff, I'm sort of I don't know that I can get behind that brand and branding and buy into that marketing.